Hi, welcome back to our honors geometry unit. We're going to talk today about the truth value of each conditional statement. Now remember, if I have P and Q, if they're both true, then it's a true conditional. If our hypothesis is false, it doesn't matter what happens with our conclusion, it's true. The only one that's false is the only time I get a false statement is if I tell you P and Q is false. That is the outlier. So we're going to make a truth table for all of these. So if x squared equals 16, that's P, then x equals 4. That's Q. Okay. So if x squared equals 16, we'll say that's true. Then x equals 4. Ooh, this is kind of a tricky one because it could be 4 or it could be something else. It could be negative 4. So this says if x squared equals 16, then x must be exactly 4. Well, that's false. I can give a counterexample. I could say x equals negative 4. So this one, because it's true false, that's the only time I get a false statement. Okay, let's try our next one here, number 11. If you live in Charlotte, hypothesis, then you live in North Carolina. So let's see. If you live in Charlotte, then you live in North Carolina. We're going to assume that they're saying Charlotte, North Carolina. So if I live in Charlotte, if that is a true statement, then I live in North Carolina. So if I live in the big city of Charlotte, then I live in North Carolina. Okay, so if we are assuming, that could be true, right? I could live in Charlotte, North Carolina, where I definitely live in North Carolina. I want to go onto Google Maps right now. I want to see if I can find a town. It looks like there's a Charlotte, Michigan. So I could give a counterexample where I live in Charlotte. I live in Charlotte, Michigan. That would make my conclusion false, because I do live in Charlotte, but I do not live in North Carolina. I live in Michigan. So if it's true false, then that is a false statement. Okay, let's try 12 together. If tomorrow is Friday, then today is Thursday. So the only one I have to check again is I have to see if true false works. So if tomorrow is Friday, let's say that's true. Tomorrow is Friday. Well, if tomorrow is Friday, is there any way that I could have tomorrow being Friday and today not be Thursday? No, I couldn't. If tomorrow is Friday, then today has to be Thursday. So that would be a true statement. That's the only time that we have to check is if we have true false. Otherwise, it's always true. All right, I lied. I'll try 13 with you. If an animal is spotted, then it is a Dalmatian. So our hypothesis, an animal is spotted. Then conclusion, it is a Dalmatian. So if an animal is spotted, then it is a Dalmatian. Okay, let's say the animal is spotted. Could I have a spotted animal that's not a Dalmatian? Well, I guess I could have a leopard. A leopard is spotted. Or a jaguar. So I could have a leopard that is spotted. That's true. But the conclusion that is a Dalmatian is false. And that is the only time in the world that I have a false statement. Why don't you try 14 and 15 on your own, and I will see you in class